Good morning. I'm Jeff Butera live in the Spectrum Bay News 9 studio. Time right now, 11:31. Today marks the first day of the state legislative session. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is about to give his State of the State speech to kick it off. We've got a live look behind me from the Capitol in Tallahassee, where they are awaiting the arrival of the governor. In fact, the Senate President, Kathleen Passidomo, who represents Southwest Florida, just asked some of the lawmakers to bring the governor into the chamber. This is typically the kickoff to the legislative session, when the governor will talk about his priorities for the state and where he believes Florida stands right now. I want to take you back to 1 year ago when Florida Governor Ron DeSantis delivered the State of the State address. At that time, he was not a candidate for president, but he was about to begin a very aggressive legislative session during which Republicans passed through changes to Florida law that impacted housing, property insurance, schools, and abortion in the state of Florida. Things that DeSantis is now running on as he tries to capture the Republican nomination for president. All of this today is happening 6 days out from the Iowa caucus. That's happening January 15th up in Iowa. But the governor is here in Florida today. In fact, there he is walking down the aisle, shaking hands with lawmakers and other leaders from across Florida as he is about to deliver his State of the State address. It is part of an event happening in Tallahassee today where new lawmakers are welcome to the state capitol. You see a number of state lawmakers there today, including the governor's lieutenant governor, Jeanette Nunez, his cabinet. The Attorney General Ashley Moody is there. On your screen right now, Senate President Kathleen Passidomo, and off to the left, the House Speaker Paul Renner. Here now, the governor of of Florida, who is delivering his State of the State address.
The governor of the great state of Florida, Ron DeSantis.
All right. All righty. Where's my stuff?
You've been watching the governor's State of the State speech live here on Spectrum Bay News 9, the traditional start to the legislative session. You know, last year the governor outlined plans for an aggressive legislative agenda, which lawmakers then carried out on abortion, affordable housing, and education. Today's State of the State was more a look back at what the governor feels he has accomplished, a rundown of education changes, including school choice in our state, Florida's involvement on Israel, including sanctions on Iran, who the governor says financially backed the recent attack on Israel, as well as preparation and response to storms, both Hurricanes Ian and Hurricane Idalia over the last year. All of this happening today, 6 days out from the Iowa caucus, as the governor runs for president. Iowa, the first opportunity for him to win votes from Republican voters as he tries to win the nomination for president. It was also happening today with the specter of weather happening all across Florida, including right in Tallahassee. In fact, there were tornado sirens that went off right before the governor's speech today. They're feeling that weather up in Tallahassee. They are feeling that weather right here in Tampa Bay. Do want to let you know there will be a Democratic response to the State of the State from the governor. We'll carry that live too here on Spectrum Bay News 9. But right now, we want to check in with our weather team and that other big story that we're covering today, and that is the weather across Tampa Bay. Let's go get a check on weather right now.
All right, Jeff, we are tracking that line of thunderstorms that did move through Tallahassee.